Do you know, one of those movies that I remember seeing way back in the mid-90s was Drop Zone. I had a kind of notion of going back to it. I remember enjoying both this and Terminal Velocity at the same time, and I do like kind of Wesley Snipes movies, so I threw this one back on and enjoyed the hell out of it. It stars Wesley Snipes, Gary Busey, Yancy Butler, a couple of other familiar faces as well, and it's all about this federal marshal who is transporting a prisoner from one place to another on an aeroplane when people take over the plane and they seemingly all die. Wesley Snipes' character believes that they skydived out of the plane and it was a breakout, and he is kind of ostracised from his job because they suspect that he did something wrong, and he goes deep undercover kind of to try and figure out who the bad guys is by joining Yancy Butler's skydiving troupe. I mean, it's bonkers, but you've got to appreciate that 90s action mentality where logic isn't really necessary in these type of things. We'll come and go with it. You get some wonderful skydiving sequences and funny moments. I think Wesley Snipes is extremely charismatic throughout the entire movie and kind of fun, but the way he goes from terrified of skydiving to becoming a instant fan of it and enjoying it is just a little bit jumping the shark almost, but I think it's fun. You've got so many great sub characters as well, secondary characters that support this one. One of my favourite ones is Swoop, the kind of crazy madman of the group who's just fun, but can do some unbelievable things when he's skydiving. And there's some fun moments when he gift wraps somebody, which is a great sequence, or when he's just doing stuff for kicks. It's just one of those really fun characters that adds a lot to the movie and makes it really enjoyable. I kind of liked the relationship between Yancy Butler's character and Wesley Snipes, and they never really push a romantic angle on that, which I really appreciated, because it's the kind of thing that they would shoehorn into the movie because they think that's what people want, but it detracts so much from the actual storyline itself. Gary Busey, as always, over the top, wonderful to watch, just crazy and silly and all the right ways. Just makes it a wonderful villain. He has that glint of a madman in his eye. I don't know if there's too much acting involved there, but it's incredibly fun to see. The community round about the skydiving is really interesting to watch, as they all have their little cliques, they all have their kind of infighting, but they have this real community aspect around it, which was fun to watch. The action set pieces are pretty interesting and varied. There are shootouts, there are mid-air escapades, quite a lot, and they're all kind of varied and different. There is a chase and fight sequence near the end that is over the one location, but it feels very varied and different in the way it goes about it, and it's incredibly fun. And it's just one of those movies that epitomises mid-90, mid-budget action movies. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's light and breezy, it's not overly serious, it's not intended to be so, it's just a popcorn movie. I'm really surprised going back to these 90 movies just how enjoyable they are. You know, at the time they felt a little bit ludicrous and silly, and they are, but they deliver on what they're supposed to deliver, and I really kind of appreciate that. Have you seen Drop Zone? When's the last time you watched it? I'd love to know your thoughts on this movie. Let me know in the comment box below. I'll see you next time on Man v Film.